Losing belly fat. We have a key topic today. So is spot reduction possible or not? Stay with me till the end and you will find out if it's a big fat lie or not. Welcome, I'm Olga and my mission is to help people to feel welcomed in their bodies, world, life and universe. So please hit subscribe not to miss any important information and let's get into it. So is spot reduction possible or it's not? As you may hear it over and over, it's not possible to spot reduce. If you want to lose your belly fat, you just need to do cardio, more cardio and more cardio. I actually have a great video about cardio and weight loss and why it's not the optimal tool to use. But let's get back to our topic. So let's see, you are losing weight, you are doing everything correctly, you are drinking lots of water, you changed your food and you are exercising and you feel like you are losing your face, the fat on your face and maybe even breasts, but then this belly fat or this thighs, it just sits there. So, and I've been there, believe me, so I have my own experience with this and I was always wondering in front of the mirror, am I crazy? Is it just something psychological? Is it just the impression that I got? Like, shooting myself in the foot by thinking it's just your face? But now I will show you that you're not crazy. It's actually your face that is shrinking. And maybe not that much your belly fat. But before we get to belly fat, let's check that the problem actually is not bloating, right? Because that would be a totally different topic and totally different process to solve. So once you find out that it's this particular part of the body, so let's check out the three types of fat we have, right? We have this visceral fat that is around our organs, that's actually some kind of storage of energy for these organs and also protection. And we don't want to have too much of it because obviously it's dangerous, especially with increase of age. It can lead to different kinds of inflammatory conditions and so on. Then we have this fat that is within muscles. And again, that's a kind of useful fat because it sits there in the muscles, it's right there as a storage of energy for the muscles for whatever type of movement you want to make. And then we have this underskin belly fat, it could be belly fat, but just this fat under the skin that we aesthetically see and that actually shapes our body, right? And that's usually the type of the fat that we want to reduce if we are talking about spot reduction. And years we have been told that you cannot lose this type of fat by doing some kind of sit-ups. And that's actually true, but then the second statement is that you should do more cardio and more cardio and more cardio. Well, it's not that exactly. So let's check out the newest scientific outcomes that are actually telling us what you can do if you want to focus on one particular or more, but one particular part. So first one is when we are exercising, the muscles that are being used are using something called thermogenesis. So there is more heat in that particular body part, and also there is more blood circulation due to the movement that we are making. So actually, if you are using muscles of your belly, you are creating heat and extra blood circulation there. And therefore, it is more probable that the belly fat that is near that area will get burned faster. If you are using apple cider vinegar and you are doing fasted workout, these two combinations allow the substances in apple cider vinegar to release particular protein that again increases thermogenesis in the muscles and increases blood flow in the muscles that are being used. So if you can, do your workout on empty stomach and use apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is great. I have been talking about it also in my different videos, so let's check that out. Excessive estrogen also binds within an excessive water. So then our fat cells can look kind of fluffy, right? So in cruciferous veggies, there is this substance called DIN that allows excessive estrogen to be flushed out from the system. So that also helps, right? High intensity interval training, right? Exercise like Tabata. It's actually proven that it is a very effective type of exercise. It builds muscles and it allows fat that is under skin to be burned. Also, there is one small detail that if you are using your upper body, you are actually making your heart to work harder, and the circulation again it's increased, so it's more effective. So let me know if you have experience with apple cider vinegar or Tabata and leave a comment. Thank you. Lymphatic system enables transport of fat. So if you want to increase your fat burning, again, I have a great video about cold showers, so check that out. It is a way how to move your lymph, also massages or exercise itself. One thing I want to point out is the fructose. In case that we consume excessive amounts of fructose, we might be actually creating belly fat around liver, right? Because fructose from all the sugars, it's for our liver easiest to break down and store. So I'm not the fan of complete strict keto when you have nothing but blueberries. But if you are consuming too much of fruits, and especially those that don't have that much fiber, you might look at it. And most important point, it's the receptors in our fat cells, right? So our fat cells, the fat that is under skin, has actually two receptors, alpha receptors and beta receptors. Beta receptors are very willing to release fat, turn it into fatty acids, and let the fat being used for energy for workouts. But alpha receptors are much more reluctant. And guess what? Most of your alpha receptors lie in your face, neck, breasts, and arms. And the alpha receptors, the ones that don't want to release fats, they are in your stomach area, thighs. So what does it mean? Again, I mentioned the apple cider vinegar, I mentioned the cruciferous veggies, I mentioned high intensity interval training, I mentioned the consumption of fructose. So you would like to combine all these approaches and don't give up, because eventually those alpha receptors will release that fat also. So thank you for watching. Let me know your experiences. Let me know if you have implemented any of these and what was the outcome for you. And welcome on the journey.